Hello Sagittarius, thank you for tuning in for your April 2019 Zodiac Wheel reading. I'm Elle, I'm your Psychic Astrologer, and my Zodiac Wheel readings are for the general collective. So if any of you Scorpio would like a more personal, detailed reading, then please you will find the contact information there below in the information area. It's got my email address and web page where you can message me. I do have some discounts off readings this month for April, so please do flick me a message and let me know what you'd like me to look at for you. So Sagittarius sun sign, rising sign and moon sign. This reading is for you. If you know your moon sign or rising sign Sagittarius, please do have a look at those videos too to give you an more all-round forecast of the month ahead. I now would like to invite Great Spirit, angels and my guides to join me for this reading for Sagittarius, and I give thanks for any messages that come through in this reading for Sagittarians' highest good and for the good of all concerned. Just checking. These cards are still slipping everywhere. Sometimes I think I maybe should get a little mat underneath so that they'll stay solid in their positions. So we'll start with the first house as usual, Sagittarius, and I'm seeing romance. So Sagittarians, you're being influenced here in your first house with the Knight of Cups. A very romantic energy is the Knight of Cups, which I feel that there is that romantic element in the air and vibrationally at the moment, because Venus is in Pisces until the 21st of April, and Venus is the planet of love and beauty and abundance. So it will move into Aries on the 16th of May. So I do feel that there is that element of romantic energy, and Venus is also conjunct with Pisces, with Mercury, because Mercury's in Pisces as well. Mercury's gone direct in Pisces. So that really good vibration of love is definitely a collective energy at the moment. So so it's sort of no surprise that I'm seeing here the Knight of Cups is where you're coming from, Sagittarius. So you're letting people know that you love them, rather, and they're letting you know that you're loved as well. So feeling the love. Here in your second house you have the Death card, Sagittarius. So the end of the old and the beginning of the new. There's things that you're cutting away from your life that are no longer relevant or no longer required. And I don't feel that that's necessarily a surprise either, because Jupiter, your ruling planet, is in Sagittarius at the moment, and that means that Jupiter is in a very good position because it's in its own house and it's in its own sign. So opportunity for great learning and a need to get real useful knowledge is one of the effects, and Jupiter's effect will bring conscious growth to many of you, so much so that you will no longer live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. So you'll sort of be of this, in this world, but not of it, if you understand what I mean. And that is what the Death card is symbolizing here too, because it's in the area of your self-worth, and sometimes, yes, you may have to conform and you know, play by the rules, but you also can cut away the dead wood and not really be bounded by the powers that rule. That's one of the energies, because I'm getting that you're a little bit restless too, Sagittarius. So you're like, well, bring on the change, you know, I'm getting a bit bored with this, let's get things moving. And, you know, the Three of Swords here in your communication is showing me that you do have to sometimes be a bit blunt. That may upset the person or people that you're being blunt to, but it does show that, you know, it is necessary sometimes to just cut through the crap and get to the point. And that is what I'm being shown by the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords also represents matters of the heart, so be careful with the energies that are playing out now from the planetary influences, that you are not getting into pointless arguments or creating conflict with others. You know, just because someone doesn't agree with what you say, Sagittarius, doesn't mean that they're wrong for doing that or you're wrong for saying it. It just means that everybody has their own perspective, and try to be more objective about things instead of forcing your will, or it could also be a case of someone forcing their will on you. So just see what comes with that energy there, because as I said, Mercury is in Pisces. As I said, it's moving fast, and it will enter Aries on the 18th of April. So that might be a better time to clarify any communication or to clear things up. Maybe before the 18th, it's better just to try and keep your thoughts to yourself, or stay away from that person who's trying to force their opinions down your throat. Also a good time after the 18th to ask the universe for guidance, or to have something clarified to you by the universe, and to look for signs of that clarification. Now, here in the 4th house we have the Three of Cups, so that is saying that there's celebrations, there's invitations, and it does represent a birth. So maybe there's news of a birth in the family as well, because this is the base of our wheel and it is the foundation, and this area of the zodiac wheel represents home, family, and your hometown also. Now, here in your 5th house, which is the house of fun and entertainment and physical activities such as sport. You're being influenced here by the Nine of Pentacles, which is showing that you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. You've acquired all that you need in order to go out and enjoy the benefits of your harvest. The Nine of Pentacles is a wonderful sign of good luck, as well as abundance and prosperity. Now, in your working life, it's showing me here that with the Star, which is another major arcana, it is showing me that you will be getting what you wished for and what you're hoping for. And that's not to say that you can sit back and relax and just wait for everything to land at your feet. You know, you've put in a lot of time and effort and bared your soul in order to be able to achieve this. So there's a lot of good energies around anything to do with your job, work colleagues, and it also is shining a very bright light on your health situation. So you know, our body can heal. Lots of parts of our body heal themselves if you give them the time and nurturing and the correct diet to be able to do that. So I just feel with that a Star there in that area of the wheel, you will be looking after yourself a bit better if you've been feeling a bit worn out, or if there's any illness that you're recovering from. Here in your partnerships, with the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles is often, for me, the dark night of the soul. But it's wise to remember it's always darkest before the dawn. And after every shower of rain, there's a ray of sunshine. So even though if things have been looking like they've gone pear-shaped for you and you just have to take cover where you can, this too shall pass. And out of the soul searching, you will be enlightened, Sagittarius. Here in the 8th house, other people's money, and how you use other people's money, it's showing that you're every bit good enough. So if you're needing to go for a loan or acquire some sort of assistance, whether it's government assistance or financial assistance, it's showing that you will be able to get to that point. Even though I feel with this partnership deals or partners in business in particular, you may not be able to see that from where you're sitting because it all looks a bit drab and humdrum, but it's showing me there that you've got more than what you think to put your foot forward. Now, with higher education and our beliefs are all represented by the 9th house here. Long distance travel and foreign cultures, and you've got the 10 of Cups influencing that. So I feel that if there's family that you have to travel to that are in faraway places, that will be brought together, whether or not they're travelling to you or you're travelling to them. And feeling that you can make your family complete is also indicated here by the 10 of Cups. And with the 10th house being the zenith of our wheel and representing the career area of our life, you've got the 10 of Pentacles there. So I do know with the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords here that something has turned on its head a little bit, and it's put you way out of whack, and it's making you worry about your financial situation and where do I go from here, and it's causing you, and there's also a cause here with the Three of Swords for you to, you know, feel a bit broken-hearted about it and feeling like you have to fight. But the Ten of Pentacles up there in your career are saying this is just a small setback. Now, this area of the zodiac wheel is ruled by Capricorn traditionally, and Capricorn has Saturn transiting in Capricorn. So Saturn is in its own sign. So Saturn sits very comfortably in the 10th house, and yes, Saturn requires you to do the hard work. Saturn doesn't bring you rewards lightly. Now, Saturn in Capricorn is going to be going retrograde on the 30th of April, so look around for what's going on in your life at that time, and leave me comments in the comments area to let me know what actually is taking place in your career areas, and how you have to you may be retracing your steps, which is what retrogrades have. That's what their purpose is. It's sort of like we travel back in time a little bit, so we retrace the what lessons we haven't learnt, and some issues that need to be worked out better. So for you, Sagittarius, on the 22nd of April is the moon in Sagittarius. So see what you're feeling around that time. It could be a strong urge that you want to get away at this time. If you can't, then maybe the way to satisfy that urge is to make plans instead to get away at a later date, but at least you're still focusing on getting away, because it seems to be very important for you to be able to travel or have people travel to you. So see what comes up. So responsibility in your professional life is not unlikely, and prepare carefully and avoid taking shortcuts. Because if you haven't prepared well, this can be a source of difficulty with Saturn retrograde. So maybe the devil's in the details, Sagittarius. And also Capricorn has also got Pluto transiting through Capricorn at this time as well, and that goes retrograde on the 24th of April. So it's a very important time in life here in April with all these retrogrades. It's giving you, Sagittarius, and all of us the opportunity to retrace our steps, and if maybe we made the wrong choices or decisions in a similar situation in the past, and we can retrace our steps and make better decisions in order to grow and achieve our goals, because Capricorn's all about achieving goals. So with Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn, set your goals and work diligently towards achieving them. And so that brings you to your hopes and fears and your friendship groups. Now, I feel here that maybe you're not thinking clearly about things. This Seven of Swords is saying use tact and diplomacy. So, you know, with close friendships, sometimes sometimes they've got to know when it's none of their business, or you've got to know when it's none of your business, and then you use tact and diplomacy to handle the situation. So that may be a situation that you're having to deal with Sagittarians. Otherwise, for some of you, because you just might get it. And, you know, we may be wishing to be very rich, but there may be something that you have to sacrifice, and you don't really want to have to sacrifice, but there must be a sacrifice in order to get that wealth. So, you know, what you think is what you get. And that's how we manifest. We manifest what we want to create in our life with our thoughts. So just give that a bit of contemplation also, Sagittarius. Now here in the 12th house, which is traditionally ruled by Pisces, so it's a very Neptunian energy, you have the Ace of Wands. So the 12th house is about your subconscious. It's the karma house. Well, it's one of the karmic house. It can be karmic debt being paid off. So this is showing me that there is a change in your consciousness, and you are maybe looking at experimenting and trying out some of your new ideas. But I'd say be careful who you tell some of those new ideas to. So if you've got an inventive, creative new idea, you know, sometimes it's better to keep it to yourself and just work on it in the background. Keep it hidden until you've got it to a point where you feel that, you know, nobody can steal your idea. It's that sort of message I'm getting there with that. Now, also, Sagittarius, the new moon in Aries on the 5th is a relevant time for you to actually try to acknowledge other people's point of view and try to be objective. So that's one of the main things for you, I feel, is to be objective. Otherwise, I do worry here that you may get yourself into some sort of argument, and it's probably pointless argument. Because Mars in Gemini from the 31st of March can be you know, a little bit argumentative, defending a position that doesn't need to be defended. But if you use the energy in a positive way, you can sell an idea. So you may have an idea that you need to sell to colleagues or partners or somewhere else. And around this time, from the 31st of March, so the 1st of April onwards, is a good time to be doing that. But just be careful who you tell, like different who you're selling it to. Be careful who you tell about it, because they might jump on it and run with it. So now I'd like to do a culmination reading for you, Sagittarius, for April 2019 with my animal medicine cards. So let's see what messages the animal medicine has for Sagittarius for April 2019. Okay, one turned over, so we'll use that one. Thank you. And you have wolf medicine, Sag. So, team orientated. Just as a wolf hunts best in a pack, you will benefit from the support of a group, family, friends, work colleagues, etc. A specialist expert in a field can help. You are outnumbered if you try to do it all on your own. Support increases motivation and passion, hungry like the wolf. Very interesting. So I hope that has been relevant for you, Sagittarius. If you have any questions or you'd like to make any comments about your reading and let me know, where and how you feel these things are playing out in your month ahead. Please do comment and let me know how you feel this is resonating with you too. And you can also friend me on Facebook at L Psychic. I've left the information there in the information area. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Now I also have a web page that you can contact me through, and my email address is there for you to contact me if you would like a more in-depth personal reading. And until we talk again, thank you so much for being a part of my channel. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed, for subscribing to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe and like and share my videos and leave me a comment. I love hearing your thoughts. And until we talk again, I love to send you love and light and blessings to you all. Namaste.